Hey there, this is Ms. Bates. I'm doing a quick recording to let you know how to do some of the smart searches using the databases on Discus. First thing you want to do is find the databases. You can do this by going to South Point's webpage, scrolling down and going to Media Center. Okay, under Media Center. Okay, so see we have Media Center over here. I'm going to go down to Discus, and this is the name of the databases provided by the state of South Carolina. So click on Discus. Okay, so you have a couple of choices here. You can search through your A to Z list, which will give you a list of all the databases we have access to. That's a little overwhelming, so what the best two suggestions is to go to Subject, and then you can click on the different subjects. So let's see, if you're writing a paper for your history class, you can click on history. For us, since we're writing a paper for English, we're going to click on literature and language arts. And what this by subject search will do is find the best databases for that subject area. So for writing a paper in English, the best places to look would be Bloom's Literature. I like Britannica, which is the encyclopedia. You also have the Literary Reference Center. And those are for high school. Of course, if you want to make it a little easier to read, you can come down here and use one of these sources. But this is one way to kind of narrow down the sources, is to search by the subject that you're writing your paper on. Another way to do that is to go to Smart Search. Okay, under Smart Search, you're going to put in your topic. So for our paper, we're looking at Othello, and I'm going to put in the word "and" there to link up these two terms. So let's say that you think Othello killed all those people because of the racism he experienced. So I'm going to put in Othello and racism. So this is the play and the topic linked with the word "and," all right? And then I'll come down here and I'm going to select one of these subjects. Remember the subject search we did? And since this is a paper for literature, I'm going to click there, okay? And then I can go to search, and it's going to search for these topics, okay? And here are the results. Normally it would pop up, but these are the results that it found for the topic of Othello and racism. So you can see it here. You can further narrow down your topic by going here, Othello, not Iago, or something like that, but let's not worry about that too much yet. When I'm looking at these 39 sources, there's another way to narrow these down. I'm going to first read through the titles to see if the titles sound like something that might help me in my paper. So this one is Racism, Misogyny, which means sexism. Let me go back. Misogyny and the Othello myth. Interracial couples from Shakespeare to Spike Lee. Well, this mentions Othello, and this talks about racism. And it talks about interracial, which is Othello and Desdemona. So that sounds like it's an article that I might want to read. I'm also going to look down here at what type of resource it is. This says it's a PDF full text, which means I have access to the entire article. Right? That's what I want to see, that I can read the whole article. And that's different than this. See here, this says retrieve item. This means that it may or may not be readable from your computer. So I'm not even going to worry about those. This one also says a video, and I want articles. I don't want videos, okay? Same thing here, Othello Revisited, Metropolitan Romance, in Fanon's Black Skin, White Masks, and Rushdie's The Satanic Verses. Well, it's talking about Othello, and it's talking about black skin, but I think that's the title of something. So that may not be helpful to me. I can even come down here and read the subjects. So this is the subjects that are in the article. So one of the subjects is white women in literature, maybe. Interracial couples. Ooh, okay, that kind of sounds like it. Othello and race. So that's a maybe article too, and it's a PDF full text, which means I can read it. So far, and there it is. So far, these two are the ones that I want to read, okay? So let's just go ahead and take a look at this one. I'm going to click on the PDF full text, and it's going to take me to the article. And notice that here you can zoom, make it larger if you want to, make it smaller. It's only a 5-page article, which isn't too long. And when you're looking at these articles, I'm not asking you to read the whole article. What I would instead do is go through and skim. read the first paragraph or so. Okay, so you're reading this whole paragraph, and the first paragraph, just like in your essays, will tell you what the whole paper is going to be about. So if the first paragraph sounds like it's talking about your topic, then you can continue to skim the rest of the article looking for that information you need, looking for those quotes. But if the first paragraph doesn't really sound like it's talking about what you want, get rid of it. Go back and look at some of the other articles. You have other ones to choose from. Okay, so when you look at these articles, don't get freaked out that it's 5 pages long. Just know that that means you're just going to be skimming the first paragraph, and if it sounds good, maybe you skim 5 pages. If it doesn't sound any good, you're going to go and look at something else. Okay, so this is one way, or this is probably my best suggestion for finding articles that might help you with your paper. Remember that when you're doing these smart searches, you want to keep the word Othello in there, but the word you put after and, whether it's racism, jealousy, Othello and Iago, whatever you're searching, that's what's going to change here. But you definitely want to put in Othello so that it knows you're looking, the computer knows that you're looking for the play. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Thanks, guys.